Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm still really enjoying the Odin Handheld, and today we're going to take a look at PSP gaming using the PPSSPP emulator on Android. Now, if you're new here or missed a few of my recent Odin videos, I'll leave links below. I have done an in-depth review of the Odin Handheld and looked at PS2 and GameCube games, and also done some guides on emulation on the system as well. In this video, we're going to check out 15 PSP games and see how the Odin Handheld performs. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we also have a Discord, so come along and join our server, and I'll leave a link in the description below. As you guys know, I have a performance rating scale: bad, okay, good, and great. Bad, I wouldn't play on this system. Okay, if you really must. Good has some issues but is quite playable, and great has some very minor issues. I'm running these games at 2x resolution. Most of these games could go higher, but I thought I would run them all at the same resolution, which makes it a bit easier for testing. Also a reminder, the second channel, Gym RPG 2, is back, and I've been putting some videos up of extended gameplay footage from games I've tested. So if you want to see 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay from each game, go and check that channel out, and I'll leave a link in the description below. The first game is Burnout Legends, and this was a handheld exclusive on the DS and PSP, but of course the PSP version looks way better. It has a lot of elements borrowed from Burnout 3 Takedown, but it's been downgraded graphically in many ways with lower poly counts and graphical effects. It also only runs at 30 FPS, but it is a very stable 30 here, and I think that is pretty playable. Now, your alternative is to play Burnout 3 on Ether SX2, but it doesn't run quite at full speed and hovers around 45 to 50 FPS, so you may want to give Burnout Legends a go. Colin McRae Rally 2005 unfortunately isn't that great, and I must have made a mistake when discussing it for the Palkity X18S, where I said it plays pretty well. In this first stage in Spain, in many of the game's hairpin turns, which rotates the camera around, the game slows down to a crawl. It's a little bit better on the USA stage, which was the stage I tested on the X18S, but I have noticed some slowdown there as well, and generally it's not really that good. Crazy Taxi Fare Wars, I noted that it played terribly on the Ambinic RG552 when I last tested it, and it was kinda slow there, but also felt like the audio wasn't working well, and the controls were very sensitive. Here the game generally runs fine, but the car sounds are terrible, both the engine and the tires, and generally it's not really that great of an experience. I think the Dreamcast versions are much better. God of War Chains of Olympus runs really well at 2x resolution. Some minor slowdown, but in general, given how difficult it is to run and how it's quite capable at 2x resolution, I'm pretty happy with the performance here. Similarly, God of War Ghost of Sparta plays really well, and it definitely seems like a smoother experience than Chains of Olympus. Gran Turismo plays perfectly fine and smooth here. It is actually amazing how good this looks, and as good as the PS2 games, plus it plays in widescreen as well. The only issue I think is that the starting cars are really slow. I think Hot Shots Golf is just about the best golf game on handhelds and possibly on consoles too, and it plays perfectly here.
Go for birdie! Come on! That's it! It's a birdie! Yay!
charge set. Take cover before the C4 blows up.
Sergeant Rico's at the front line.
Killzone Liberation is playable but is a little bit slow. It could be the game itself, but I'm not too sure about that one. Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast plays great. Now it does play better on a Snapdragon 870, which is a stronger processor. The moments of slowdown are slightly longer here. Ratchet and Clank Size Matters plays really poorly on the Anbernic RG552, but that processor is really slow, and here the game runs without any issues, though it's at 30 FPS. Ridge Racer plays at 60 FPS and runs perfectly. This played the same on a PowerKitty X18S but was a bit slow on the Anbernic RG552.
Battle 2. Fight!
There's a case to be made for Soul Calibur Broken Destiny to be the preferred Soul Calibur game on the Odin Handheld. It's a port of Soul Calibur 4 mechanics and runs extremely well at 60 FPS. That said, I think Soul Calibur 2 on GameCube looks a little bit better than this, and it also has your standard arcade and weapon master mode, while Soul Calibur Broken Destiny just has a quick match mode and a challenge mode. Syphon Filter Dark Mirror still holds up in terms of graphics and plays really well on the Odin. There's some very minor frame rate drops, but they are hardly noticeable.
Leon, move now!
I'm moving.
Fight!
Tekken 6 is a fantastic looking game on the PSP and plays great. Finally, this is Wipeout Pulse, the game I used to do my battery tests. The Odin was able to run Wipeout Pulse for a whopping 11 hours and 30 minutes, while the PowerKitty X18S lasted for a commendable 6 hours, and the RG552 only lasted 2.5 hours. The Snapdragon 845 inside the Odin isn't even the most efficient chip right now, so I'm looking forward to new handhelds that beat this record. Aside from that, Wipeout Pulse plays awesome, and make sure you also check out the other Wipeout PSP game, Wipeout Pure. In conclusion, no surprises here, the Odin plays a very large number of PSP games. It has the perfect form factor, beautiful 6-inch screen, and a great processor that makes light work of PSP emulation. That's it for this one. Leave a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.